What's Gucci, people of whatever platform you're watching this motherfucking podcast on? This is the Daily Opinion Fact Check, checking the motherfucking facts today, boy. All right. That was a pretty good intro. That was a pretty solid intro right there. All right, but this shit is hot for the day, but by the time y'all hear it, it might be 4 days old. So I apologize for that. But yeah, I've been telling people for fucking years, I watch a bunch of basketball. Like I'm gonna say my favorites in basketball are gonna be like Gerald Green, Jamal Crawford, Steph Curry, Kevin Durant. And I know that's probably like, people that watch it, like watch every single game. Like I'll watch all the playoffs and I'll maybe watch like one regular season game if it's two good teams that I like every 2 weeks or so, unless it's like two good teams. Like, if two good teams go against each other, I might watch once every 2 weeks, at the most two every 2 weeks. And I probably won't even make it through the whole game. If it's a blowout by the fourth, I'm done. But so I'm like, I think a higher level casual, because I also play like 2K and everything, and that gives you a lot more insight to like, who's on what teams and everything, because I play career mode or my team or whatever and get to know some people. But regardless, one thing that I've always been saying is, who the fuck is this dude Draymond Green? I fucking never understood his like balance of the team. People are like, he holds the team together. I'm like, no, he doesn't. He just be bitching all the time. And then they're like, he's a defensive powerhouse. I'm like, is he? Like, I feel like Looney does a better job at defending than Draymond does. Like, I don't get it. And then they're like, well, he's the star of the Golden State. And I'll be like, yes, I believe that. But also, he's not a person that, like, relates very well to the Golden State team, because Golden State, what is that? I don't know what city that is. What city is Golden State? What city is Golden State? San Francisco. Okay, yeah. So look, I'm like, Steph Curry is obviously the face of it, but Draymond Green is like a very close second. I don't understand why. The nigga ain't that good. He can't shoot. He can pass well to good fucking teammates. Like, but he causes so many fucking problems. Like, he is such an asshole. Maybe it's the propensity that I just hate fucking assholes and shit. Cause I'm like, y'all are like, he's just the aggressor in the most situations, and he gets to get away with it because most people don't want to tell the aggressor, you're the one being a dickhead, bro. You need to get the fuck out of here. Usually they want to go against whoever he's going against. Like, hey, just calm down. He'll calm down once you calm down. Like, if someone comes in, and I've talked about this on the podcast before. Like, if someone comes into the room being like, man, what the fuck? What the fuck? You need to go. And it's like, and then it's like, hold on now. This ain't even your house, bro. Like, you not telling me to leave. Like, we both in here. Like, let's say it's a party or whatever, and it's neither of them houses. One person comes in hot-headed as fuck. Most people are going to be like, hey, bro, you just need to go because we don't want that vibration in here. It's like, because people want to take the easiest way out most of the times, right? I think in this time, it shouldn't be like that. So if this dude, every time he comes in, he just needs one random person, you need to get the fuck out of here. This is party I'm at, you need to go. They're just going to be like, okay, everyone in the party can be like, man, just take him out of here, please. Like, get him to leave so that this guy calms down and we can just continue partying, rather than looking at this guy and being like, no, fuck this dude. Every fucking time we have a party, you lose your mind, tell some random person to go, you need to go. Like, this is way too much. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's exactly who Draymond Green is. He's a person that just causes so much fucking bullshit and havoc that people are just like, man, the other person's at fault for it. Yeah, he's just a steamy fucking personality. It's like, yeah, if you're a steamy personality, get to beat the fuck up. Like DeMarcus Cousins. This nigga legitimately out of the game because he was just doing way too fucking much. You know what I mean? I guess at a certain point, it's like, okay, yeah, we're not going to deal with that. Because I think he has like the most ejections in history, maybe. I could be fucked up on that one, but I don't know. Draymond's another one. And for those who haven't heard yet, I need to stop saying that shit. For whoever hasn't heard, this dude just punched Jordan Poole, another one of his teammates, in the face. And Jordan Poole ain't no nobody, you know what I'm saying? He's second tier to Steph Curry. Second tier as in point guard, like, second string as in point guard to Steph Curry. And he's a solid player, a very solid player. I feel like on a different, maybe medium team, medium tier team, he would be a starter, I feel like. But he punched him in the face. It looked like he punched him twice. So knocked him out on the first thing. And Draymond was the one that, I mean, I don't know what they were jawing about, but definitely Jordan Poole. Draymond walked up to Jordan Poole. As soon as that shit happens, it's like, okay, bro. Nah. And that's the thing. If I was Jordan Poole, I'm like, man, I'm getting you on some motherfucking assault charges, bro. You got me fucked up. Like, that's ridiculous, man. I want you to do some time in jail. You got me fucked up, bro. So, yeah. What's it called? Yeah, it's just ridiculous. I don't understand the appeal of Draymond Green. I hate the people that are like, yeah, well, I just like straight aggression because like I've like we need people on one side of earth and some people on the other. People that just want to just chill and everything and be like, hey, we going again like just on some NATO shit. If you fucking start attacking people, everyone ganging up and we killing this one person because they got us fucked up. And then there needs to be the other side where people just want to rage and fucking yeah, man, you just need to get to it. Like, because that's one thing with football that I didn't get. Because, like, in football, like, I'll hear, this is when I was in middle school and high school, I would hear people be like, yeah, someone was tired during practice, that fucking bitch. It's like, Jesus. Or, like, hey, this guy got knocked out, after he got tackled. It's like, yeah. That's like more concerning to me than anything. It's like a nigga getting shot and you just like, man, this nigga got, that's literally like some, niggas die every day, be just like not giving a fuck about it. It's like, I'm supposed to be your friend and you just like, hey, it is what it is. Yeah, his leg got broken and shit, but he had to leave the game and shit. Like, or if you have a sprain on your, cause that's the craziest shit. If you're in sports, the smartest thing for you to do, like if you're playing basketball, if you get an ankle sprain, is to make sure that the sprain is straight. So you need to like take some games off, get your shit right, because then if you constantly go on that sprain, it could fuck your leg up even more. So then if you were to make it to the NBA, you're gonna have a shorter career and probably get worse quicker than if you didn't. You know what I mean? If you just took those days off, did light practice work, made sure you worked on, like, if you got an ankle sprain, just work on shooting or something. Or if you get like a leg sprain, just work on, or I'm sorry, like you fuck up your arm, then work on cardio. It's not like just burn through it because that's the stupidest fucking thing. And it's crazy because sports people, they're smart, but then they also don't give a fuck about the players. Like, Bill Belichick or whatever. He can break down a play, tell you where everyone's going, but if someone gets hurt, I'll guarantee you he's looking at them like, we need you out there. You're our first string. You're supposed to be the one showing the other guys how to do it. You need to get the fuck out there. And, the player's like, okay, fuck it, Bill Belichick. And then he aggravates it even more, whatever his injury is, like a concussion. And now he's like out the league in 2 years. And Bill Belichick's like, who the fuck was that guy? I don't know who the fuck he was. As long as he did the plays, I don't give a fuck. Like, it's like they just don't care about you. Like, and that's the thing. Like, if you're the boss, usually they don't care about the people below. So that's why I don't understand. Like, I don't know. I can't see myself being a boss or like, the head of a major empire and being like, yeah, fucking poison that, poison the drinking water. I don't give a fuck. I need somewhere for the, what's that shit? I don't even know what it's called. The, what the fuck? Like, I don't know, sludge from our plant to go. Yeah, sir, it's going to poison the drinking water. And then 15 years down the line, we're probably going to give a bunch of people cancer. They'll die 5 years after that. And we're going to have like a lot of lawsuits on my hands. And I'll be like, fuck. Well, how much money are we going to make before those 20 years or before that 15 years when they figure out like we give them cancer? We'll probably make $20 billion, including inflation. Okay, how much are the what's called lawsuits going to pay out? Our predictions are about 1.2 billion to 2.2 billion. It's like, fuck it, run it, because we're at least getting 18 billion back. And that's literally how companies do it, because they're like, okay, well, as long as we make money over those 20 years or 15 years before they realize it, 1.2 billion ain't gonna be shit. Which is crazy. 1.2 billion is not gonna be nothing. So like when you hear people getting paid out for a bunch of stuff, it's just like, okay, like, getting paid out for, a mass settlement of like, $13 billion. Like they made 200 billion off of it. This ain't even touching them. And they already probably anticipated it happening. So it don't even fuck up their like financials or anything like that. That was going on deep from Draymond Green punching his friend or whatever, punching that person. But yeah, that's just some pussy ass shit. That's crazy as fuck. And the nigga's small as fuck too. Well, not small, but I'm gonna say he's skinny. I'm gonna say Draymond 6'7", and then Jordan Poole's maybe 6'6". Let's see, Jordan Poole height. Oh, he's 6'4". Weight. and 194 pounds. Now let's look at Draymond Green. I believe he's 6'7" and 250. He's 6'6" and 230. Okay. Well, still, I'm just like, okay, so you beating up a dude that's 40 pounds less than you, 3 inches less, and y'all talking about basketball. You really getting that heated that you punch somebody? Because like as a team, I'd be like, nah, bro, get the fuck off the court, nigga. You not here no more. Like that shit's crazy as fuck to me, bro. But I don't know. Damn. Klay Thompson 6'6" and 220. That's so crazy. Klay Thompson for whatever. Klay Thompson's his same height and only 10 pounds less and looks so much skinnier than Draymond. Maybe Draymond's just a fat fuck, but I don't know. But yeah, because it shows that Jordan Poole pushed him right before Draymond, punched him in the face. And number one, he didn't have his hands up. That's one other thing I don't like. Because people be like, nah, he was head up. I'm like, no, that's a fucking sucker punch. If you have your hands down and then you just throw a quick uppercut, it's like, that's a sucker punch. You can't see that shit coming. Like, what's it called? Head up is like if you have your hands up and you like, I'm going to hit you. Like, I'm letting you know this is a fight because I'm about to beat the fuck out of you. Like, if you just sucker punch someone, you can sucker punch someone from the front. You don't have to be from the side or behind. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's some fuck shit. But I don't know. It's just not cool. Really not cool. Hopefully, I don't know. And that's the thing. People are going to look at that and be like, yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, fucking, that's some dope ass shit. It's like, no. Nigga ran up. First of all, y'all playing basketball. It's supposed to be about sportsmanship. If you ain't got no sportsmanship, man, then it's fuck you, number one. Two, nigga walked on top of him on the court while they playing. That's like, okay, I'm not even looking at you. You walk up on me? What? And then three, you gonna sucker punch me and hit me while I'm already out? Nah, that's some straight pussy shit. Because he knew he was gonna win that fight. That's the thing. He's not no regular ass person. I don't know. Yeah, if I'm Jordan Poole, I couldn't say I would do anything. Again, I hate when people do that shit too. Man, if it was me, Nick, I would have stood up and I would have grabbed my shit and I would have shot that nigga in his face and killed his family. It's like, you would have did that. Like, yeah. You say, you hit me once, I kill your family and I go to jail for 50 years. It's like, man, you're not going to do that shit. But I'm not going to say what I would do. But yeah, that's going to be, I know for a fact I'm not passing the fucking, I don't know, I can't even say I wouldn't pass the ball to him. I'm like, man, I'm trying to win. If it's, in the finals, game 7, and Draymond's cherry picking all the way down the court because he's a fat fuck, yeah, I'm throwing that ball to him and getting that dub. I'm not going to like it, but I will do it just to get the win. But yeah, either way, that was some fuck shit. And Draymond Green, hopefully, is getting charged by the police and also the NBA and has to take time off because fuck him. And he also doesn't help the Golden State Warriors either. So fuck that nigga. Let's see. What's the next one? Boop, boop, boop. Yeah, fuck Draymond, bro. That nigga sucks. I never understood his appeal. As soon as he stepped on the court, who the fuck is this nigga? All right. There's a little one right here. It says Diddy tells Kanye to send an address so he can pull up in the name of love. Ye responds to this is war. So if y'all haven't seen Kanye West War, White People Matter with what's that girl's name? Candace Owens. They both went to Paris. Candace Owens and Kanye West went to Paris and then wore like sweatshirts saying White Lives Matter and like white writing or whatever. And so that made like headwaves on the TV. And so I'm assuming that Diddy is talking about this when this text, I'm gonna read out this text message string real quick. So it says, as soon as we land, we'll meet face. This is what Puff is saying. As soon as we land, we'll meet face to face. Send me an address. Kanye responds by saying, nigga, fuck you. You fed. I guess he's saying he's federal, like federal agent or the Fed. I'm like, I don't know who you think you are, Kanye, but also this nigga is crazy. People love like crazy, dramatic, and like aggressive shit. That's the main things. Crazy, dramatic, and fucking aggressive. So look. And then Puff responds by saying, nigga, send me an address. Let's stop playing these internet games. I don't feel threatened. You'll be fine. Just love. Kanye responds, this ain't a game. I'm going to use you as an example to show Jewish people that told you to call me that no one can threaten or influence me. I told you this is war. Now go and get you some business. I'm like, man, that's some pussy shit. Let me pull up, nigga. Like, no, I don't want you around me. Yeah, that's pussy then. Do some shit and then you just act pussy around it. Same way, because he was talking that, and that's the thing, that's how you know it's pussy, because he was talking that shit to Pete West, because he already knew Pete West ain't want to smoke. But with Puff, I don't know who the fuck, Puff is around or who he rides with or who he goes with or anything, but Kanye really don't want this nigga around him. Puff then responds, I'm just trying to talk to you as a black man. I'm talking to you because this is hurting people. Stop. Kanye then comes back. Anything you text, I will post. I love you. And he says this after the fact. I'm like, this is a wild pussy shit. He's literally he's like a girl, bro. He's really like a girl just trying to get some fucking clout or something. Like, he goes on to say, I love you and you guys are breaking my heart. I accept your apology in advance. This nigga is fucking out of his mind. I don't know why people, and that's the thing, we really keep putting like crazy ass people on pedestals. Britney Spears is breaking down, put her bitch ass on a pedestal. The Lady Gaga doing weird shit. Not saying that she had any mind, like psychological issues or anything, but just some sort of weird. And I'm not gonna lie, I like weird shit, but weird shit doesn't hurt people. Crazy people hurt people the majority of the time. You know what I mean? Like drug addiction or just literally acting insane as fuck for whatever reason hurts people. It hurts your family and it hurts the people around you that are trying to be friends or trying to look out for you. And that's the same thing with Kanye. And that's the craziest shit. Black people still gonna wear his shit. They're gonna talk wild shit about like KK. This nigga, or even back in the day when people were saying, white people, I'm sorry, not white people. Back in the day when people were saying like all lives matter. People hated that shit and they shut it down, right? Kanye West does it, niggas still gonna want to buy Yeezys and shit. This shit is wild. And I think a lot of it stems from people that talk about racism are still racist. You know what I'm saying? People that go over and say, oh, what's it called? I don't like all lives matter because, black people are the ones that we need to look out for the most right now. And then once they come up, then we can bring everyone else up once they reach that point. But then they do all lives matter. It's like, well, that's Kanye. He can say shit like that. It's like, what the fuck? Just because a nigga says it don't mean that anyone should be able to say that shit and they still gonna be out there buying motherfucking Yeezys. I ain't about not one motherfucking Yeezy, no stupid ass Kanye, tattered ass shirt shit. Some fucking goofy ass shit, bro. I don't get it. All right. And I've talked about Kanye before. Like, this nigga is insane. I don't really get it. I don't understand because he's kind of like Tekashi. Have y'all seen that? Tekashi was in Dubai and like jumped somebody for some reason, and then he just got his ass whooped. And I'm like, I don't know. I fuck with Tekashi because, well, that's the thing. I don't fuck with him now. When he was doing his regular shit, just acting fucking silly, I'm with it. But then, he was antagonizing people, being like, yeah, I'm hood, I like it's so crazy how people's minds can just change based off of what the fuck is happening to them. Beforehand, he was like, I'm hood, no one could touch me, I'm really about this shit. Then a nigga touched him up and he's like, I need to go to the government because I'm scared, like they fuck my baby moms. And I was like, he was right. In that case, he was right, because if he was like a regular person and then the people that he came up with was doing foul shit to him, yeah, I'd be like, fuck you, bro. I'm gonna do that. But you shouldn't say that once you already claiming like he don't need to, that he already got protection. He's good, in any city that he's at. He don't need to call in or nothing. And then afterwards, he's like, yeah, I am a rat. Da 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 da. And then he was, what's it called, trying to get at other rappers. Like there was that Meek Mill fight where he met Meek Mills outside of like a club or whatever. And then him and his people started fighting. I'm like, okay, this is just to the point. It's just entertainment. That's what it is. Entertainment gives you the most amount of money. If you ever wanted to be a millionaire, being entertained is the way to do it. Or a billionaire. Because this fucking, what is his name? KSI and like that whole group of people, I don't know anything about them. I think they're like, not European, what's that other place? UK and I don't know, fucking England niggas. I don't know, they do whatever, but yeah. If you, like Mr. Beast, he was saying like someone tried to buy his like entire company shit for $1 billion and he said no because it's worth 10. I'm like, God damn, how old is this nigga? And it's just like, I don't know, athletes train their entire life to do some shit. And I'm not saying that, entertainers don't, but I think it's a little bit harder. I don't know. Actually, I might be wrong on that one. That one I could be wrong on. What's harder, being an athlete or being an entertainer? Because athletes, you're putting your body on to sacrifice, and as an entertainer, you're putting your like ego to sacrifice. I don't know. It's a pretty good question, but either way, yeah, that it is what it is. Yeah, that Tekashi shit was kind of funny. There's a video out there. Okay, and I think there's the last one I'm gonna go over. Oh shit. Oh shit. Okay, here we go. So so Pop Smoke's killer is like some light skinned dude. He's in jail now, right? But there's pictures of him on the internet and he's eating a Popeye's pizza. And they say people are outraged after photo surfaced of Pop Smoke's killer in jail eating pizza. So I'm like, that's when I'm like, okay, 'cause we know what goes on in jail. Like we see videos of like people, they got drugs in jail. They get like different types of food in jail. They can get jewelry in jail. They can have TV in jail. Like jails is a place where you're confined to for a long ass period of time. That's just all about dudes and it's dangerous. So you live in like in a third world country essentially, and you're you're being told what to do. You know what I mean? And I don't see where the outrage comes in at because of the fact of like, yeah, he shouldn't be having pizza, but that's kind of how the jail community is because the, corrections officer or fucking police officers, they understand that if they just deprive these dudes of nothing and they don't have nothing to do and they don't have nothing to look forward to, they just gonna start plotting on the corrections officers. And I'm like, we are bored as fuck. We don't have no pizza to look forward to. We don't have no movies or no nothing to look forward to, no TV time to look forward to. I'm gonna stab somebody. Like it's gonna get real violent with some and especially if you got killers. Like this ain't just regular people. These are people. Well, not every person in prison or whatever, but there are murderers in there. There are like rapists in there and shit. So they gonna get theirs if they're bored as fuck. So the correctional officer's like, man, look, the least we could do is just get some pizza. I'm not even saying that they're the ones that bought the pizza, but it's like, hey, if they get it, they get it. It is what it is, type of shit. But that's kind of like the contract that was signed with the community, Pop Smoke's family, that like, hey, and then the law that like, hey, this guy's going to jail. Not saying that everyone wanted him to go to jail. Probably a lot of people wanted him to be dead, but it's just kind of like, it's just kind of like, that's just what happens. Like in America, we can't just murder people. Like, because then people that are found to be not guilty 50 years later, it's like, oh, oopsie daisies, fucking killed your daddy because we thought he robbed a liquor store. Like, no, I don't know. But yeah, it's, I don't know. There's really no outrage. It's like he's in jail. It is what it is. Like the majority, that one pizza ain't going to make up for like the majority. And so also we're going to say like, hey, no laughing in here. Like, he nigga might like enjoy, laughing with his friends, with no laughing. Can't do that. Like you just gonna have him sit at a table all day. And there's no way. Niggas are gonna try to get up and fuck something up. That's all it is. So, I mean, you can't really just dictate this fucking guy's gonna be miserable for the rest of his life. It's like, no, he's just gonna be in prison for the rest of his life. And the sad truth of it all is that some people probably come out of prison, they're like, it wasn't really that bad. It wasn't that bad. Like, there's probably a few not low danger, like low security prisons out there that like aren't the worst. Like maybe in Idaho or something, it's like a low security prison. It's like, okay, these are all blue collar crimes. We just stole some shit. Everyone is only in here for like, 1 year to 5 years. Like we not trying to do nothing to fuck up our time. We're good. And so it's like not very dangerous. You just kind of chill, get your shit out your way. You go to the TV room in the morning, do your job, in the afternoon, kind of chill and play some, what I'm saying, play some like cards or some dice with some folks. And then, what I'm saying, just go back to your bunk or whatever and just chill. So, and that, when they get out, they're probably like, all in all, it wasn't terrible. I ain't have shit when I went in. I ain't got shit coming out. But during that whole time, I was pretty cool. I made a little bit of money, ate some Slim Jims, met some cool people. It was straight. But I don't know. That's my mindset on it. So, whatever. Moving on to the next one. So this one, I'm not going to do a lot of time on because it's just more sad than anything, but it's pretty crazy. And also, I want this to relate to police officers of what their fucking mindset is. So it says an ex-police officer in Thailand killed at least 22 children and 12 adults at a daycare center. It is the deadliest mass shooting in Thailand's history. The gunman also stabbed children and a pregnant teacher, officials say, then fatally shot his wife, son, and himself. Yeah, it's a fucking asshole. And if you don't think that this nigga was thinking about like doing some wild shit the entire time, you must be out of your mind. And honestly, I think a lot of police, because that's the thing. I was in ROTC for 4 years, right? I met plenty of kids that was like, oh yeah, I want to go into the Marines so I can kill people. Like that was their main concern in life, is that they wanted to kill people. And obviously not all of them were like not all of them were like crazy like that. Like some of them were saying it as in terms of like, hey, I want to serve my country or whatever. But some people were just like, no, I want to fucking kill people. That's my main goal in life. And I had one dude come back and he was like, yeah, that shit ain't fucking cool, bro. He came back from like a tour. I think I was a sophomore whenever I knew him. And then I was a senior and he came to our school to speak or whatever. And after he spoke, the people that still remembered him could come up and, talk to him like all after the fact. And he was like, yeah, went for the basic training or whatever, went out to serve. And that shit was not, that shit was not cool. Because that's the thing. A lot of people think of, especially high schools, I feel like they think of it in terms of like Call of Duty, where it's like, oh yeah, I shoot, they shoot back, but they don't really hit me like that. They might shoot someone next to me, but then they don't realize like the person next to you is someone that you've known or that you know currently, he's your friend. You don't want him to get shot. Two, there's probably people on the other side that are thinking just like you. They just trying to catch a body out there. You know what I'm saying? So they shooting to kill. And you going over to their land, so it's probably a little bit more difficult for you to get adjusted than this for them. But yeah, I don't know. Shit's fucking crazy out there, folks. Shit's fucking crazy out there. But yeah. Other than that, I ain't got nothing for you. So about to wrap this whole thing up, man. Stay safe, y'all. Don't be fucking stupid. Yeah, that's it. All right, that's it of it, y'all. Peace.